Hi, welcome to Dark Politics Tarot. My name is Nick, and today I'm going to be talking in code, but I think you'll all know what I mean. I want to know, did our dictator, Orangina, have something to do with CK offing? Okay, so that's what we're reading on. Orange Menace taking out the young man, head of Turning Point. I'm using the Crow Tarot, Crow Oracle, and then I'm going to use the Crow Tarot deck. This one came out. Ooh, Wrath. Ah. I guess somebody got a little angry that Charlie, CK wanted the Epstein files. This card comes out all the time. Anomaly. They're so weird. They're weird. They're anormal. They're not normal. Okay, did Orangina put a hit on the young man? He's young to me. Oh. Warning popped out. Warning. He gave CK a warning, told him to cut it out. And CK did for a little while. And then he started up again because he was starting to see the truth that these people, Orangina was with Epstein, was in the files. He was seeing the writing on the wall. Now, the first card that jumped out is this Knight of Swords. Ooh. I think Orangina took a very reckless action. Not much thought behind that, just aggression. Really aggressive action. So you know he's more than knee deep in the Epstein files. He's done some horrible things. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Ugh, that's crossing. So that's what he did. These cards are speaking today. Oh my goodness. And I'm not laughing at anyone's death. I'm just laughing at how accurate. I'm amazed at how accurate tarot can be sometimes. So the Knight of Cups comes out. It's a cup, right? Yeah. Which is always, you know, the messenger. He comes to bring a message, to give an offering, and that's at the base of the reading here. So what was the offer? 7 of Pentacles. The offer that was being made to CK, he didn't like what he was being offered. And the overarching energy is the 5 of Swords. So Orangina's abuse of power, as always. So did Orangina put a hit on CK? This is the Queen of Pentacles. What does that remind you of? Reminds me of like a target, a bullet. Just an observation. Then the Queen of Cups, the emotional queen. That's Orangina, an emotional queen. Got too emotional about what CK was doing. And the 6 of Pentacles. I think the environment here was that Orangina was trying to pay him off, cut it out, I'll give you money, and CK wasn't having it. then we have is this the Queen? Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Hopes and fears. So Queen of Wands is an action card. And the final outcome is the Nine of Wands. Is that Wands? Yeah. Nine of Wands. Okay, so that's the outcome cards. Let's go down to the table. I love this Crow Oracle. It works really well with these kind of readings. So Orangina had some wrath going on, and he was going to take a very unusual approach. And CK was given a warning, as the bird just is giving a warning outside my window. So, yeah, nobody thought this was going to happen. It was very, I don't think anybody realized the anger behind this man, how hard he would go for CK. I think the people behind it were shocked. Some of them, I'm not sure who, it might have been Stephen Miller, would take great joy in that kind of thing. Okay, so the first cards here with the warning came an action, a very aggressive action with the Knight of Swords. Is very aggressive, very quick. So even though swords are about intellect and thinking and logic, with this card, like the logic is just like a lightning bolt, you know, someone getting so angry, they become really aggressive. So that's what happened with Dumpy. And what did he do? Well, 10 of Swords. Took him out. The bottom of the reading, the whole base of this is to put out the false message with the Knight of Cups. It's always about the false messaging. He's always got to look good, and this whole Epstein thing wasn't going away. So he asked Kirk to cut it out. Kirk did, and then he went back to, we want the Epstein files. So what did Trump do? He had to take an action, a very aggressive action. And let me just look at this card, see what I get from it. Yeah, he didn't like what was coming out, basically. He didn't like what CK was doing, and he had to do something fast. He was very emotional about it. And the Five of Swords, he's always abusing his power, but he has people that can do this. So what did he do? He made a direct hit with the Queen of Pentacles. This is Orangina in this sense that he is out of control. When his emotions go wild, he can't control himself. And he always offers money first. I'll make you a deal. Let's make a deal. I'm the greatest deal maker you've ever seen. And then Charlie didn't want the deal, so he had to come at him with a club. Queen of Wands. So the outcome card is the Nine of Wands. So he went right after him. CK had no idea that he was in this much danger. What else can we look at? What time is it? Oh, we have time. Let's look at what's going on with the shooter. So 2 readings in a row. I like to use these cards. Well, yeah. Let me put these back. So let's look at the shooter, Tyler Robinson. Let's look at him. So this young man, he's 22, I think, years old. I'm not taking that. It's the Knight card, but I haven't shuffled yet. I'm not taking those either. Tyler, show me Tyler Robinson, because in my last reading on him, it showed that he did do it. But there could be other people that were involved, and I think I don't even remember the other reading, what I said, but I remember that I did say he did it. So let's just look in more at, were there any other people involved in this? Which, you know, we saw the two guys standing behind CK, and it looked like they were signaling. So isolation, yeah, that would fit. These two cards came out, isolation and territory. Territory. His territory might be just being a MAGA and being strong. A strong MAGA. Okay, this one actually came out again, Knight. So, isolation, territory, Knight. He was going at this by night, but it happened during the day. So I think the plans were made in the evening. I'm going to use the Deviant Moon deck with this, just so I can switch up the decks. Let's just give it a little shuffle. So they planned this. Tyler's in isolation. He's on, you know, offering himself watch. Show me the plans. And the reason I wanted to read on this mostly was because the text messages that came out were absolutely silly. Nobody talks like that, let alone young people in their 20s. They don't text like that. They don't use punctuation. They don't say things like my love, like an old-fashioned romance novel. Like, it's just so silly, all of it. Okay, so the Fool card. He was very foolish, yeah. He thought this was going to be a new beginning, but Orangina had somebody go talk to him, I believe, had someone go set this all up. Orangina will never have his fingers in any of this. You'll never see fingerprints on this. He had a chariot. He had a soldier that was crossing this young man. They probably had their eye on this kid to do something, and when the time came, they sent the right people in. It might be his family, too, could be involved in more than we think. I mean, people do horrendous things, even to their own kids, so I don't know, but let's just see what the cards have to say. Tyler Robinson, King of Pentacles. Kirk'S came in to the picture, and he's holding up like that bullseye, saying to his officer, we need something done. Tell me about the situation with the Tyler Robinson, please. Okay, they had this kid standing guard to do something on, I think, whomever they needed. Whenever they were going to be threatened, I think Dumpy was planning on having a shooter. Was there more than one? There were 3. Or 4. 4, sorry. 4 ones. There were 4 people involved. So it wasn't just Tyler. Show me more about this shooting. Page of Cups. That could be Tyler getting involved in this. He's sort of like, even though he's, you know, very right-wing, I think he was just really innocent in his mind. and he was manipulated. Show me the situation with this. The Magician comes out, of course, to give an illusion to this kid. He's giving an illusion like, we need this done. You're going to be the hero and we'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. And this was reversed, but it's the 10 of Cups, the happy family. That could also be the public. Oops. The Knight of Swords comes up. And last card, show me the shooting. How is this, how did this evolve? Who's involved? What's going on? The Hermit. Wow. Okay. So, let me just look at these cards here. We have the innocent person, like the kid, which goes along with my view of Tyler. Like, he's naive. He's still a kid. I call him a kid because if you ever known a 22-year-old guy, they're just not mature. So he was this young, ambitious guy, and he grew up in a gun culture. And, you know, his family had very radical right-wing views. The Chariot is crossing him. So I think whoever came to him was sort of a military guy, a big head officer in some way, and said, the president needs your help. That's what I'm hearing in that's my intuition, let's just put it that way. So yeah, it was Kirk'S behind it. They said, we need someone to stand guard and help us, and you might be involved when we need you. So you wait and we'll give you a signal. We'll let you know when we need your services. There were 4 people involved because that's what I was asking when I got this jump of this card. So we have the 4 of Wands. This is schemes together. Yeah, this is like a little group. Even though there's only 2 here, it's a 4 card. So I think there's more than 4 people, but there were 4 main players, not just Tyler. And like I said, he's just a kid, kind of naive, doesn't really know what he's doing. But the manipulators know what they're doing. The magicians behind all of this. There's a whole crew helping Orangina, the Mad King. The environment surrounding this is the public is watching this whole illusion. I don't think anybody's buying the texts. They're not buying any of it. I know my viewers have been asking a lot of questions that I wasn't asking, and a lot of people see through it. The hopes and fears is that the Knight of Swords will save the day. That this well, I'm thinking that maybe he could get out of it because Cash Patel totally is screwing up and putting information out there before there was before knowing all the evidence, he was saying stuff. So this could be the problem for them. I mean, this could be a way that Tyler gets out of jail, actually. So the Knight of Swords could perhaps help him or could also off him. But the outcome card here is the Hermit. So this kid is all alone, he's scared, and I'm worried that something's going to happen to him. So let's just do a little bit of clarification here. On the Hermit card, show me, will something happen to Tyler in jail? Is something going to happen to him? It's the crow outside crowing, the messenger. Ooh, abuse of power comes up again. Something gonna happen to him. Justice Department going against him. They're turning their back on him. They lured him in. They're turning their back on him. They're going to do something to him. Now, it could be through the Justice Department that they are... Justice Department will come down really hard on him. But I want to know, are they going to just get rid of him? That's really risky. But it could be like they did with Epstein. They don't want him ever to come out with the truth, and he's young. He has a lot of years to come out with the truth. Are they going to off him? There's an action, a very strong action that's going to be taken towards this kid. It's very emotional with the King of Cups, a king and a queen. Are they going to take him out? It's a struggle. I think they're trying to figure out what to do. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, the world is about completion. They're going to complete the project. I have a strong feeling, this is only a reading, but my prediction is that something's going to happen in jail to him. And they're going to say it's unaliving, that he did it to himself. That's what the cards are showing me. That's what my intuition is going with. We know tarot. Tarot readings are not, you know, pure fact. It's a way to get information on energies surrounding this. So I think he's in isolation. The territory is Dumpy's territory. I think that they have to defend. And I'm rethinking this, is that this could be something happens to him one night. We need the facts here, not what the FBI cache is putting out there. That's a bunch of garbage. You know, from my readings, it seems like the kid did do it, but I believe he was set up. And it doesn't look good for him. He has to be careful because, you know, these people are ruthless and they'll stop at nothing. So I really hope I'm wrong on this. I don't want anything to happen. He should have his justice. He should have his rights, as every American has the right to be innocent until proven guilty. So we all have to remember that. No matter what a card reading says, he's innocent until proven guilty. So I'll just leave you all with that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.